Robert, as we get ready to head out, and I'm just reflecting back on what really got us here. You know, we've been named for 4 or 5 years, but what got us to number one? So when I think back, I'm thinking of when we had DIACs, Diversity Inclusion Action Councils, and it was just at the sector level. It was us doing it. And I think back to now, I think of how now it's ingrained in the units, all the way to the unit level. We express it in the shift TVs, like you said, to our frontline associates. But I think having those leaders support the PACs, the People and Culture Councils in their markets, and all the great things that they're doing really says it's ingrained and we're truly doing the right thing. So what's your reflection?
You know, that was the one I was thinking of, to be honest. I think a combination of that, yes. Having our associates being heard, being listened to, seeing action that's taken based on their advice, and that action can be a multitude of things. It could be things like the little I that we mentioned earlier, and the innovations that are coming up organically through the organization, and their voices being heard, their solutions are being heard, their solutions are being broadcast to other team members. So I think that's a big deal. But yeah, I think going back to the DIACs, to the PACs, being highly ingrained in the local community, serving our team members that are locally in each state, was a huge turning point as an organization. I think outside of that, consistency from how we're leading the organization. You know, it's one thing to be a flash in the pan and to be able to do something once or twice, but for our associates to truly vote you number one in modern healthcare, then they've got to hear it on a consistent basis. They've got to feel it on a consistent basis. They've got to be empowered and invested in on a consistent basis.
Yeah, when you think about consistency, to your point, I'm thinking about, again, reflecting back like 2 years ago, my great start, when we were begging people to come.
Sure.
Now people are saying, when am I going?
Yeah.
And so I just think about now people are coming in and they're staying the whole time and they're asking for more.
Sure.
And so I just reflect on that as well.
Yeah, no, I think we've intentionally invested in the people side of our organization. Mm-hmm. A lot of companies invest heavy in tech and invest heavy in other innovations, and we do as well. But we've intentionally reinvest a significant portion of our investments to invest in our people. That's the most important part of our organization, and that's something we take very seriously, the culture side of it, but also the people and people development side, to make sure that we are building the career pathways and we're elevating our team members so that they can fill those positions as they're growing into them.
Can't agree more. It's all about the experience. How do we elevate the experience? As you said at the beginning, it starts with the candidate experience. How do we elevate the candidate experience, which leads to the associate experience, which leads to Careers for Life with TouchPoint?
So the one thing I hope people take away from being voted number one place to work in healthcare is that our culture is real. Yeah. It's not aspirational. It's not something that we've just dreamed and set as a goal, but it's being felt by the organization. And I think that's done because we've integrated it into the organization from an operations standpoint. Yes. We've been very intentional on how we go out and we hire new team members, how we onboard those new team members, how we support them through the first 2 or 3 months of the process, and making sure that we're giving them a mentor that's going to walk them through the organization. And then when they're highly trained into their job functions, we take it a step forward. We're developing those associates for that next step so that when the growth comes, they're ready to step into those shoes.
And that's what living your purpose is, living your values. It's living our values every day. It's not, our values are not just words on a piece of paper. It's really, truly how we live them.
That's right.
Purposefully.
And our goal, compassion at every point of human contact.